How many kids do you have?
I have 4 children.
Is
That
weed like your only drug of choice? Or do you have a
uh,
different
no,
drug?
I smoke crack too. I
Okay.
smoke crack.
So how long have you been smoking?
Oh shoot, I've been smoking like about 10 years. Thank you for this opportunity to actually have put it together. I'm sorry I got a little bit excited about $10 afterwards that I could get something to smoke. Is that really what you asked me?
Yes. I
Not
asked
just
you, did anything ever happen to you sexually growing up?
okay.
What's up, YouTube? Top
Hey,
Flight USA back with another one. How you doing, young lady?
fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. What's your name, age, and where you from?
My name is Tessa Rice. My age is 38, and I'm from Winston, Salem, North Carolina.
You from the Trey 4?
Hmm.
Okay. Are you homeless?
Right now I am considered homeless.
Okay. So how long you been homeless?
Um, I've been homeless for like actually about 4 years in my consideration. I've been outside for like 7 years, 7 to 8 years.
Okay. So 4 years ago, what caused you to be homeless?
I was um I was actually on my own finding my resources and my resource supply. Like everybody usually has a plan in their life, and I also have one for myself. I didn't want to get into depthivity about it,
Okay.
right? Because I don't feel like I'm representing myself in the most proper way. Like I know everybody has to grow and stuff, but I really don't have that sportsmanship on my side right now. So I was just gonna say that I just hadn't really put things together as far as like people needing people type shit, and
Okay.
that's just what I was going through and trying to see like what's my way in in moving in the world. Like actually, I know the traffic part, but that's changed now. So I don't know.
Why do you feel like you're not representing yourself in the best way right now?
Um, oh, I don't want to talk about that right
Okay. All right. Do you have any siblings?
now. Yes, I have siblings of the nature, and I I'm still out here kind of on my own.
Okay. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have stepbrothers and sisters, and I have a sibling I grew up with who sometimes accommodates me with my life situation and stuff. So that's how mine is right
Okay. I don't know if they can hear you, but speak up just a little bit louder.
now.
Um, let's talk about your upbringing a little bit. Uh, would you say you had a fairly normal childhood growing up?
Yeah, I
Okay.
would.
Did you grow up in a two-parent household?
Um, partially part of the time I did, like 25% of the time I had parent 2 parent households. Excuse
Okay. Um, you said you grew up in Winston.
me. Mhm.
How was it like growing up in Winston as a child?
I mean, it was a bomb, like sunny days and stuff that I didn't even really know. Your parents say you look back and you had consider these days and stuff, and it'd be a good thing that's how mine was. Like I didn't really appreciate it that my parents took me to the country. It was kind of wild to be out in the city and stuff, and like now I was trying to pick back up as well with catching up with myself because that caused me a lot of slacking and stuff in my body because I wasn't playing and stuff. There wasn't a whole lot of kids outside to interact with. So it's different that I have it's different that I have people around now that the sportsmanship and the activities and the music and stuff, excuse me, has changed, and I really wasn't able to catch on right now. Right, even trying to feel the music the way I do with God's help and stuff, and how people usually vibe together. It's not really working for me right now. It just still was. It was a beautiful thing to see and to be able to put to my brain for like rearing my own next set of children.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have children.
How many kids do you have?
I have 4 children that it's a really funny situation, but you know how it says in the Bible that you're supposed to a brother is for your help, and I look at my sister and her and I like two totally different people, but actually plays a role in my life of two totally different people, and helps me to consider these things that I see in the world, and that's how my children's setting is too. I gotta help you out if you try to help yourself type thing. So I consider those things with my kids, and I have my child offset too. So I don't even really know how many children it is, to be honest.
How old is your oldest child?
My son Isaiah, he is, let's see, 2000. That means he's actually. Are you serious? Isaiah's 24.
24.
Are
That's
you
right.
serious?
Yep. And how
No,
young
I
is
thought
your
it was like
youngest
17
child?
to 18. Wow. But my youngest on paper, like with the government and stuff, understanding is she should be about 12. No,
Okay.
actually 13 or 14.
Okay. 13 or
Really
14,
weird and
and your oldest child is 24. Okay.
mm,
Um, I'm gonna ask you a tough question here. If you can answer it, answer it. If you can't, it's okay. Did anything ever happen to you sexually growing up?
yeah, but I can't really remember it. Shit. Different little things used to happen. I have hearsay about it, and I always pray to God and be trying to work my justice and stuff in the correct ways. And I have like a lot of people in my life to really consider with about that, and it's a real weird situation. I wanted to I wanted to find out like what are those consideracies, because my actual concern with using my, is that really what you asked me?
Yes, I
My
asked
just,
you, did anything ever happen to you sexually growing up?
oh, okay, sexually growing up. So
See, we can't say the certain word, but it's the R word.
the R word.
It's great without the G.
Wow. No.
Okay. What about physically or mentally?
Um, of course, of course.
Okay. Um, have you ever been diagnosed with any mental disorders?
Yes, I have. I
Okay.
have been diagnosed with not schizophrenia, but then like people try to go by and say that it was schizophrenia that I had and bipolar, but it was actually, hell no, Parkinson's not originally disordered. It was actually like this is a psychosis thing, psychotic. There is administration. But anyways, it was just a psychosis thing that they were trying to put on me. But I really just needed that to be able to move me outside and stuff like that. I'm actually the type of person that'll like walk all the way to the woods somewhere it's real country jungle type shit. And I found that this came up on me again about like riding a bike type shit. You don't just jump out there again. Then I have premonition.
When was you diagnosed with those?
Um, I was diagnosed with those about 72 years ago.
Okay. All right. Would you say living homeless is dangerous?
Um, it is, but with trusting God, it's not. It's not.
Okay. What's the craziest thing you seen out here while living homeless?
The craziest thing that I saw for myself was I continue to get hit by cars, like up against a wall, and it was not like it actually was a repetitive thing, and nothing like God was always with me. God is always with me.
When did that happen?
Um, I mean, that happening all the time. People always hit me with cars and stuff. Oh, really? Doesn't. But having God in my life is a beautiful thing. I look at the different aspects, being who I am, that I am God, and from growing up having to have parents and stuff, with Jehovah always bothering me, I I I'm kind of in a in a weird situation right now, my feelings and emotions, because I'm trying to switch over to being myself, and then I get on a space bar where I have to start typing again, and I don't really type fluently. It's how it feels.
So
And
you said you're in a weird situation right now
mm-hmm,
because you're trying to switch over to being yourself.
mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that?
um, I was saying that I'm God. My name is God, actually,
Okay.
and I didn't want to be considered, and that's why they put me in the hospital, for me to be able to go ahead on it, oh, and say these things in a and to be able to say these things in the correct way, which I had only said it like one time when my mother who raised me picked me up from the other mother who had me in the household and stuff, with like Kelly and um,
Okay.
um
Why do you think there's so many people out here homeless right now?
um well uh I think it is a lot of people. I think people just came out to support. I was having fun, and the white lady had gotten jealous a little bit over my animal activities, fun with ignoring regular people, that they were kind of ready for me as I was too, to be able to start bringing my money out. But it got pushed back, and I was really nervous about that, because I couldn't I couldn't really feel with the people as hype and considerate of the money as they were. So I felt kind of disgusted, and I also I also wanted to touch on it, but I couldn't. That it was so deep, and it was like tearing my heart out daily, literally.
You wanted to
And
touch on what?
like the financial crisis that people were having, the actual like statement of the one that they say is marital issues, that so many people have issues that you can just go out and basically like do anyone, and not think you're going to be in a relationship. And I was feeling kind of total about it, and yeah, I thank you God for that. But I mean, it wasn't just that. So I
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you have any addictions?
Yeah, I have a lot of them. Place those back in that, right? But I like basically smoking weed the most, and people have really been getting high lately, so I don't really smoke that much. But yeah, I smoked a little bit though. Just like I smoked a little bit, and
Is weed like your only drug of choice, or do you have a different
but no,
drug?
I smoke crack too. I
Okay.
smoke crack.
So how long have you been smoking?
Oh shoot, I've been smoking like about 10 years.
Okay. All right. If your family happens to come across this video, what do you think their thoughts will be?
Hmm. I don't know, and I have had a lot of that lately. Like my eyes are starting to burn and stuff just from looking into, like, not actually looking into the future, but trying to feel for myself where I'm gonna be, how I want to plan for myself. And I think my family probably feels frustrated with me, because I've been out here in the public eye a lot, and I can't really get along with anybody. Actually, like myself as a little baby when I first got there to the house. 404 lane, and I don't know. The other house was this one.
Do you think they'll try to come out here and like help you or try to bring you back home?
Um, I don't think so. I told my father that earlier. It was a situation where there was a man that was painted up like Usher and stuff, and he was saying what his what are his ears? Let me see.
I said, do you
Susan.
think your family will come out here and try to help you, like bring you back home, get you off the streets?
No, I don't think they're gonna do that.
You
But
don't
I
think
don't think they're
so?
gonna feel so bad about it,
Okay.
even if they're doing the thing up.
And my last question: what are we gonna do to get ourselves off of the streets?
I don't know when these push-ups can take, even the old ones. I'll do something. It feels like I have had stitches so much in between my oh man, in between my chest that I wanted to show her. Oh, okay, thank you. Him? But the question was, what do I think it's gonna be like?
How are we gonna help ourselves get off of the streets?
I don't know. I'm gonna start trying to communicate a little bit better. And thank you for this opportunity to actually have put it together. I'm sorry I got a little bit excited about $10 afterwards that I could get something to smoke. That I went ahead and just ruined it. That I kept on doing that and doing that for to be able to put some other things up.
All right. Well, thank you for doing the interview. I see you out here all the time, so now I know who you are. You know who I am. Uh, let's stay in touch, and hopefully your situation can get better. Thank you for doing the interview.
Mm-hmm.